Welcome into This Week in Miami Soccer. I'm Steve Baker, joined by the head coach of the Red Hawks, Bobby Kramig. A 4-0 victory for Miami last week at home against Austin Peay. And Coach, it was a strange game to start with. The defense was playing probably too cautiously, I think you said. But you wind up getting an own goal from Austin Peay in the first half. But in the second half, you really lit up the Lady Doves.
Well, I think Sam Parrish is still a little bit upset and bitter over not being credited
with
for
the
that
goal
from 60 yards away. But you know, I'm sure she'll get over it. It was an odd game. Austin Peay presented a very unique challenge to us. They decent attacking team, some really very talented individual players up front that tested us. Not sure we responded the best way that we possibly could initially, but has been the case with this team all season long. Got themselves together in the second half and turned in a very strong second half performance.
What were the things that you changed at halftime when you talked with the ladies that we got to do this? We're almost there, but we just got to do this.
You know, I'm not sure that it's anything we're necessarily telling them. You know, there are always adjustments and always things to talk about at halftime. But I think with this team, as much as anything else, it's, okay, I've seen it, I get it, now we can go deal with it. As I said earlier, it's almost an overabundance of caution, I think. They have to see it to really understand it and figure it out, and then get the confidence that comes with that to deal with it.
You really wore down Austin Peay in that second half. You used a lot of reserve to start that second half and really got them tired. You were in much better shape.
Yeah, I definitely think physically we were more fit than they were, and certainly deeper off the bench. This is the second game this year that I think our bench really has come on and made a difference, and in many respects won the game for us. And that's just such a luxury to have those kids that can come in and do that for you.
Anytime you have a shutout, you got to give a little credit to your goalkeeper. Another outstanding game.
Allison has really improved this year. You know, she worked very hard in the offseason, worked very hard over the summer. She's a much more polished and refined goalkeeper now than she was a year ago, and just delighted to see her out there playing well and getting credit for it, because nobody works harder.
After a couple of weeks where only one game on the weekend, you got two this weekend. IPFW at home on Friday afternoon. Then you travel over to Terre Haute, Indiana State on Sunday. What can you expect?
IPFW, another difficult challenge for us. Best way to describe them, just a solid team. No obvious weaknesses, no overwhelming strengths. Very well coached, well organized. Margaret does a great job up there with them. They certainly are not going to give you anything. So we're going to have to be very proactive in that game, and we're going to have to create our own opportunities there. We're not going to get anything handed to us from IPFW. Indiana State, very difficult place to play. We play in their football stadium on field turf. Again, another sort of chaotic team, very disruptive to the flow of the game, make it very difficult for you to develop any rhythm at all.
Coach, well, best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Bobby Kramig joining us here this week on Miami Soccer. Again, 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon. Miami is at home against IPFW. You can, if you're out of town, follow that action, of course, live on Miami All Access. If you're in town, make sure you get out to the soccer field Friday at 5. I'm Steve Baker, and this is Miami All Access.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate
it, man. Yep. Good job. Let me grab that mic from you here.